Greetings. We are here in Savannah, Georgia. We're on 41st and Hopkins Streets here in the city of Savannah. What is going on September 18th of this year at approximately 3 p.m., there was a shooting that occurred. Not just a shooting, it was 16 rounds fired. And what happened, one of the Savannah State alums by the name of James Clowers, who is a police officer, a rookie on the Savannah Police Department, he disclosed us the number of rounds that were fired. Now, some of us heard the shots. I heard the shots. I was 2 blocks away from here on Hopkins and Victory Drive. I came down here, and what I began to share with folks, that the shooting that took place right here, and the vehicle was disabled right over here. Disabled right here. I had said to folks, check this out, that we have 3 schools in this area right here, 3 schools. We have an elementary school, we have a middle school, and a high school. See, the children in this neighborhood never are bused to school. They have a neighborhood school. They have neighborhood schools, unlike a lot of African-American children. And this is a predominant African-American neighborhood that has a residential component to it right here. But what occurred, you had individuals to come up here and begin to fire at a vehicle that was right here. We came over to find out what was going on and to be evidence with regards to what transpired. Now, some people in the community felt that that should not have occurred. I had said to them, I said, no, when you are a leader, when you are a man or a woman, you stand up for your community. You find out, because criminals are not down with the community. Some of us might try to glorify and put it out there. Criminals cause the communities to fall to the wayside. And this neighborhood, what they will do with regards to this neighborhood, they want to gentrify it. So then that way, brown faces are not here anymore. Black faces are not here anymore. There'll be other faces here, because this neighborhood is convenient to downtown Savannah, to River Street, City Market. You can stroll, you can jog, you can go down there, leisurely pace. But here are criminals who are not tearing up our communities. And we have elders here, elders right here in this community. Children, and usually if school was in, you would have kids walking along here. But they didn't have a concern. So I'm saying to you all, with regards to criminology, what are the issues that have us not take care of our communities, and we allow crime to now run rampant? Why do we allow the criminals to not tell us that we need to look out for them, and they don't look out for the community? I'll repeat, they don't look out for the community, but they want you to look out for them. And some of you might try to create something nostalgic about that and come up with these ghetto Robin Hoods stories. That's not the bulk of the stories. Look at the pain and the anguish in our urban communities. Not just our urban communities, even our rural communities right now. Look at the pain and the anguish and address that. Talk about that, discuss that, because you are not scholars. Criminology, why does this happen? Because we understand that there are sociological issues tied to this. Because crime is tied to poverty, economics, and opportunity. Crime, again, is tied to poverty, economics, and opportunity. Something else, just to let you know, the other factor that's tied to crime, education. Education. So here in this neighborhood, you have 3 schools right here. They never have to be bused. But the damage that's being done here right now to tell our children that this is supposed to be their world. So the criminal justice majors, those taking this class, I want you now to assess that. What are the sociological impacts with regards to us, how we allow criminals to dictate how we function in our communities? Also, discuss with regards to this, or research and look into this. Look into how we take the attitude with regards to the police that we don't support them. Because one thing I did say when I came up here, and I let it be clearly said, that I'm happy to see the police here. Because I was probably the 3rd car on the scene when I came 2 blocks away from here. That I was happy for the police to be here, because again, it's about us not having officers who are going to take care of our communities. And I just showed you James Clowers, Rodine Green. Here go 2 graduates of Savannah State University, criminal justice majors, who are now police officers. When we talk about community policing, that's what it's about. What's the impact of us not even having the police? I'm not talking about those who not doing the right thing. I'm not talking about the 15, 70, 15. Some of y'all know about that. I'm not talking about that 15% that's not any good. I'm talking about why are we not even trusting officers in general who might be a part of that 70 and that other 15, the good and the ones right in the middle. Assess that. Criminology. How does that impact us with regards to our mistrust, distrust, or misguidance regarding the police? So what I want from you all, and some of you know me, I want to see your thought process. I want thinkers. That's the thing. I'm not concerned so much about theory. I want to see practical application, because what I had to do, practical application, if I tell folks to be leaders, that's why I made sure to come out here when I heard the shooting. Because this is my community, this is my neighborhood. But guess what? This is your neighborhood also, because we see this around the entire country. I need, and some of y'all say, what am I supposed to do? I need you now to think and to address those issues. What is happening with regards to crime and how it impacts our communities? How do we address this? How do we address all those elements? It's time for us to do it. And we need thinkers right now. We need policy, because what we engage in, myself and others, when we talk to our elected officials, we're not just about protesting. What you got to do when you protest, see, I'll tell you it's real. That, again, protesting is not enough. The real impact that you have is now when you create policies. And some of you got the ability to create policies. No longer fall by the wayside. Create the policies. Let's make something happen. And as people say, you know what time it is here. But that's what I want. That's what we're seeking. I want the thinkers now to think and put it out there. Peace and blessings.